Another day, another job. Turned up this job, there's broken rock. Someone's been here before me. It's always interesting. Yeah, alright, this is the job. A lot of this rock's got to come out for a retaining wall footing. There's been a bit of blasting here and it's been left off. And I very quickly learned why. As soon as I started making noise, the neighbour turned up and voiced his concerns. Yeah. Anyway, so I've cleaned it off and I'm going to use an expanding chemical cracking agent in here. So we'll drill a lot of holes, fill the holes full of Expando, say a prayer, come back in a few days with a big excavator, and hopefully the rock's split enough to bash out the pieces. Yeah, not ideal for this job, but it's probably the best option. This is a really rocky estate here, done lots of houses here, did that one back in 2008. A few others down the street. One of those ones across the road, not sure which one it was now. And lots of homes in this estate, mostly 15 to 25 years ago. This is one of the last remaining blocks. All right, I'll get into it. I'll mark it out and drill some holes. Wow, okay, drilling's done. It's 22 holes there, average a metre deep, some a bit more, some a bit less. And this is really hard granite. It's Listerfield granite, which is a bit harder than the Greenvale granite that I've been working in the last few months. So I've got a couple of boxes of cracking goo here. I've got some ice cold water, a drill with a stirrer in it, a couple of buckets and funnels and measuring things. We'll hook up some cracking goo and stick it down the holes. Alright, got one more bag to go and that's it, I'm out. That was 65 kilos. Back to have a look at this rock 24 hours on after drilling and filling it. Started to crack, but it's a bit disappointing. I thought it would have been more cracked than that. Weather being warm and all. Yeah, oh well. And he's got just one little crack too. Bit disappointing. Oh well, we'll give it some more time. And getting some more crack and goo tomorrow to go in that one. Hi. Back on this job, the cracking agent job. It's been going quite a while now. Just been doing a bit here and there when I've got time. A job I took on that I didn't really need, and I didn't have time for, but never mind. Anyway, just getting on to the most difficult part of the job today, this nasty outcrop here. It's all granite, of course. Not too difficult if I was using explosives, but no explosives on this job. So it's going to be cracking agent again. Strategy on this one's a little bit different. Where I was over there, I just used vertical holes, pushed them straight down, which is okay for rock, which is a fair bit out of the ground. But for massive pieces like this one, that are mostly in the ground, it's not a really good strategy. So we're drilling diagonal holes, lots of low angle diagonal holes. I've got the air leg out today, or the jack leg, or pusher leg, whatever you want to call it, some sort of leg. And I'm going in 2 meters at that angle, and I'll do a heap of holes that way, and I'll do holes the other direction as well. Fill them up with goo and wait a few days and see what happens. Yeah, I'll show you how it works. It's a bit of a monster of a machine to operate. The secret is you just got to keep the tail of it anchored. That's the most important bit, to get someone to stand on it if you've got bad ground, or drill a hole, drop it right in there and use that to push against. It's just a pneumatic cylinder. And look, when it's working good, it's good. It can be a bit difficult though, especially when you're starting out. If you're sort of trying to collar the hole and you jump out, the thing launches you and pushes you over, which is not a whole lot of fun. But anyway, it's all tricks to learn. Alright, I'll give you a go of this. It's been a while since I've had the camera out on this job, so I thought I'd give you a bit of a look. Still plodding along with the cracking agent. A lot of rocks come out. The excavator came here and gave it a bit of a yank with his ripper. No breaker, but got a lot out with his ripper, so I've come back, stuck some more holes in to do it all again. This has gone well. Over there's still working. That's gone well. And part B, this job up here, yeah, it's coming along. Drilled some diagonal holes along there with the air leg, filled the cracking agent, slipped it up a bit. So now I'm coming in from the other side. I'm going to use the hydraulic splitters and plugs and feathers as well. I've only got 3 splitters, so I'm using 2 plugs and feathers in between. So first up, I'll bash the plugs and feathers in the hole as hard as I'll go, then crank up the hydraulic splitters and hope that that'll open the rock up enough to allow me to get the plugs and feathers out. Otherwise they're in there forever. Not really, but not an easy job. Yeah, it's cracking. It's been in there a couple of days, but it's winter time, so can't expect too much. Some of it's been in there a lot longer. This down here's been in a lot longer. But such is life. Alright, I'll bash in the plugs and feathers and then connect up the hydraulics and see how we go. Plugs and feathers are driven in. Started to onion skin around the tops of the hole. Yeah, alright. The power pack's running. I'll just start these. It'll take a little while for the hoses to all fill. And you'll see the hoses sort of tension up. That's when the plug started moving. Oh well, it's reached its end of its travel. There we go, that's starting to move. Bit of luck, the rock then breaks. Tearing going on there. Look at that. The whole piece is coming up. That's excellent. That's really good. That's it, they've reached the end of their travel. So I'll release the pressure. Actually, I won't just yet. Taking the end of their travel again. Okay, cut the pressure. Try and pull out the plugs and feathers. Yeah, look at that, that's good. That's good, okay, I'll just shut it down. Second split. Oh yeah. Last one worked good. Here we go again. There's already a hairline crack where I drilled these holes, so this should open up really quite easily, I expect. Yeah, there we go, it's just opening up along the hairline very easily. I think that'll do. And then on to the next set. Alright, let's see what sort of damage we can do this time. Put fresh grease on them, so we're ready to go. Gotta use lots of grease on these babies, and frequently. Wow, it's tearing right up here. Very hard. That's pretty good. still working. Alright. That's about it. That's pretty good. It's still working. Alright. That's about it. Oh yeah. Well, it's been a pretty productive morning. Drilled a lot of holes there, all 48 mil, 550 deep. Another 3 in there. That's going to be a big split. This bit just come off the top here, which is not really convenient. Got another hole there, another 2 holes there, 3 holes there, 2 holes down there, 2 holes here, and 2 holes there, and that should do me splitting for a little while. Alright, pop that little camera on and let the fun begin. Chunk, chunk, chunk. Alright. Sun's shining today. It's quite a pleasant winter's day actually, which is really good. There we go, something's starting to happen. I never like to stand close to hydraulic things under stress, especially this. It's 8,500 psi. Crikey. That's a lot of grunt. That's about it. Maybe not. Oh, still working. That's it. Amazing what you can do with 3 of these. It's absolutely amazing. I envy the guys like Yuri in St. Petersburg that's got about 7 or 8 of these. So mate, he breaks some really big stuff. Yuri Penchlev, look him up. Alright, wait for that to withdraw and we'll whack it in some other holes. Bit of a drama on the last split in that this splitter won't withdraw from the hole. She's stuck. So I don't know if it hasn't retracted all the way or just the rock movement hasn't been favourable, but I can't get it out, so I've drilled a rescue hole there and I'll pop one of the other ones in and just try and open it up a bit more and hopefully that'll come out. What can happen with these, if the hole isn't deep enough, when the plug extends, if it hits the bottom of the hole it bends over and then it can't retract. Now I don't think that's happened because the hole should have been deep enough, but that's a trap for new players with these things. Alright, we'll pop this one in the hole, the rescue hole, and see what happens. Alright, it's out and look at that. Who drilled that hole? Dave, you deserve a belting for that. I can't believe that. I can't believe that. I just don't know how that hole didn't get deep enough. I don't know. Yeah, well, what can I say? Alright, we'll just pull these other ones out and why isn't that moving? Hang on. Alright, so we found how the hole was not deep enough. The drill rod on the right is slightly longer. That's a 600mm taper rod with the knock-on head. The one on the left that I've been using today is a 600mm R25 with the threaded bit. And as you can see, it's just a little bit shorter. And that's what's got me into trouble. Yeah, only just. I mustn't have just lifted the retainer all the way up on that hole. Alright, so I've got another 3-hole split, so I'm going to use the plugs and feathers for the middle hole. I'll bash that in first and then turn on the hydraulics, do that split, then the rest of the splits are just 2-hole splits. Stand by. Well, I'm back after a few days of rain and a weekend. This section's continuing to open up. It's looking a bit more positive with the cracking goo. Last thing on Friday, I jammed that set of plug and feathers in there really hard to rescue the hydraulic splitter, just to open the ground up a bit so I could get it out. The first thing I've done today is in a hole either side, I've put some cracking goo in some 50mm sleeve. Now, I've chosen the mid-range temperature stuff and not the low temperature which I'd been using because it's a larger diameter hole and I want it to go off slower and not eject. See how that goes. Hopefully if that expands a bit, I'll be able to get that set of plug and feathers out of there without too much drama. But there's always plenty of drama with these, and every time I use them I swear I'm going to throw them off the end of the pier. Okay, next issue is over here. Whoops. This big bit of rock is sort of broken off the top, this bit. And same over here, its mate is just sitting on top. It's not very thick, but I want to get that off the top before I drill what's underneath. So it's a bit too heavy to move, I'll break it into a few pieces with a small plugs and feathers, and remove that and start having a look at what's underneath. So on the weekend I replaced 2 sets of wedges and feathers in the hydraulic splitter that got damaged last week. Fairly expensive exercise. Very expensive exercise actually. So we'll try not to do that again. One set was damaged, it was purely my own fault because the hole wasn't deep enough, and the other set was damaged when the rock sort of broke halfway down and moved and they got bent. And that's just how it goes. Can't really avoid that. Okay, I'll get on with it. Rightio. Well, this bit of rock was really thinner than I was expecting. So it's going to be interesting. Alright, 35mm plug and feathers. Got a bit of grease on them, so they'll be ready to go, I think. Yeah, they've still got a bit of grease on from last time. Just pop them in the hole. I'm not too concerned about re-greasing them because it's quite an easy break for them. It's not going to put a lot of stress on them at all. Goes. That one's bottomed out and that one has too, so alright. Hang on. Go. That's better. So if you're doing what I just did, like using compressed air to clean off the rock, it works really well. But look, do yourself a favour and always wear full face protection, okay? Not just safety glasses, that's not good enough. It'll keep most of this stuff out of your eyes, but not all of it. You'll still get stuff in your eyes. But more importantly, all the fine granite particles that contain silica, you'll get them in your lungs and you'll die. Not straight away, but down the track, and it'll be very unpleasant. So we've got a few cracks here to work with. There's one across there, that one of course, this one, that one, and the one between the two rocks, the joint there, one up there. So But first of all, I'll work with these ones, and I'll put some holes in here, facing that way. Another break. It's first thing on Saturday morning. I'm here with Nathan from I Dig Melbourne. Big machine and big breaker. And today's the day we're going to try and get as much of this out as we can. The target's been revised again on me, as you can see the blue marks, more than I initially expected. But we'll see how we go. There's Skippy checking us out. We've just stopped for morning tea time. I've had the hydraulic splitter out, just done 2 small split holes over here. It's really hard rock, this is, but it's coming along pretty well. It's a bit difficult and all the slop. Just going to do some measuring and put some grease in the breaker and get back to it in just a minute. After all this hammering, this is what we're left with. Not a bad outcome really. Those diagonal white lines down there is cracking agent residue from the bit I drilled with the air leg. So everything above there peeled off nicely. And what's below stayed, which is pretty much expected. So just got to drill some more holes. This bit here was previously unseen, undercover. We'll drill some more holes. I'll reuse some of those existing half holes. Crack this up, and tomorrow Nathan will smash it all out. Drilled some holes and been splitting. Had 8 splits so far. All look to be quite successful. This is split 9. It's a bit of a big ask, this one, just for one splitter. See how it goes. Probably should have used 2, but we'll give it a crack. No pun intended. Let's see what happens. Okay. Oh, it's creaking. That's at full pressure now. See a little hairline. Oh yeah. Yeah, she's working. Where's it gonna go? I might take that one out of there, I think. Here we go again. We need a bit more grunt on this one. So we've got 2 splitters. It's a fairly big bit of rock to break. Contact. Beautiful. It's spooling. That'll do. Hope that didn't bend anything. Third break, and after every third break you clean them and grease them again. There we go. Still going. That's it. That'll do, causing too much disruption up here. So I'll go from that hole, or those holes there, up to 2 holes up here, and then I'll do 3 holes over there. Another 3-hole split. Chosen to use 3 because this rock's really quite wide. It goes right down there. So I think it's less abusive really to use 3 than just 2 or 1. Moves quite slowly when you've got 3 fitted. There we go. that's it. I'll draw this one first because that one's been a bit problematic. Good, that's withdrawing. Yeah, this little bit's got to go because there's a footing that comes through here as well. So first of all, I'll activate this one, take the corner off. We'll jaw that, then I'll fire these two, cut the side off, then put them in this holes here, and then do a few more holes. Oh, that was pretty easy. That was remarkably easy. All right. Well, you've got to be lucky sometimes. Try that one. Beautiful. This piece must not be very deep, it's surrendering quite easily. Could this be the last break for the job? Maybe. Just maybe. Very nice. Excellent. Well, that's it. I'm done for now. It's just as well because by the time I'm packed up it'll be dark, I think. Alright, catch you tomorrow. And there we go, a new point, sort of anyway. Moment of truth. Well, that's it. I'm done. I'm really done, I'll tell you with this. Yeah. So, if you undertake jobs like this without explosives, and you've got any better ideas about how to do it and how to make it easier, let me know in the comments, okay? Because there's nothing easy about the way I'm doing it. Thanks for watching.